Major backstage update as it concerns John Cena and Randy Orton speaking out against the WWE product, the way that they're being positioned, the WWE's flagship show being a complete train wreck, being ass backwards, given forth a lackluster effort. John Cena and Randy Orton speaking out, ladies and gentlemen, just like us fans are speaking out. They've had enough. They can't stand it. It's getting ridiculous now. So when you have John Cena and Randy Orton, your two main guys, speaking out and standing out against what the WWE is doing and the direction that they're going, you know you have major problems on your hand, because John Cena and Randy Orton are some of the most committed and dedicated WWE superstars, and they go through the motions. They do what it's told of them, but even they are getting sick and tired of the rubbish that the WWE is putting forth. Because according to DWN, while this Monday's Raw was said to be a train wreck, as was evident by WWE changing plans as the Monday afternoon was going on, or as Raw was going on, Raw was still being written, and Vince McMahon changed all the plans at about 6 o'clock, about an hour before Raw was set to go on the air. It was noted that Paul Heyman was scheduled to cut a promo for Brock Lesnar and begin the build for Hell in a Cell. Heyman was actually booked to do a lengthy promo about Lesnar's Night of Champions win over John Cena, but it was nixed, and there's no reason yet on why. Cena and Orton both spoke out backstage about issues with this week's WWE Raw and its script. Another backstage issue this week was the Bo Dallas versus Jack Swagger match being tossed together just a few minutes before Bo arrived to the gorilla position backstage. So that means Bo Dallas went in there with no direction, didn't know who he was going to face, didn't know what the predicament was going to be, didn't know what the antic was going to be. Wow. I am so happy to hear about this. You know, you can rag, you can tag, you can criticize, you can hate, you can manipulate about John Cena all you want, but this is incredible that Cena and Orton they've seen enough. They know the fans have seen enough. The product needs to change. The whole WWE product needs an overhaul. And John Cena and Randy Orton, they don't want to see the WWE die. They don't want to see this sink continue. They don't want to see this boat continue to sink, okay? It's like the Titanic, you know, it's taking a nosedive. It's going right down. It's going downtown to Chinatown. John Cena and Randy Orton even realize that this is desperate times. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And at this point in the game, the WWE is going to have to do something drastic to turn themselves around. Because like I said, when you have John Cena and Randy Orton talking about the product and the issues and the lackluster effort and how Raw is being booked, you know you have major problems. And if there's anybody that can stand up and be defiant and talk about the company and talk about how there needs to be change, all we ask for is change, then you know you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and see if you can rectify the situation, see if you can make the proper corrections that need to be done. I am happy to hear that Randy Orton and John Cena have both stood up, because they know that, well, their position in the company is pretty clear. Their position is safe. So if they were to speak up, they're not going to get fired. They may get fined. But you know what? If anybody's going to make noise, if anybody's going to make the WWE change, it would be John Cena and Randy Orton. And like I said, no matter what you think of Orton and Cena, you have to respect, you have to commend these guys for speaking up and standing up against the WWE and showing and telling them just how horrible it is. But if it takes Cena and Orton to tell the WWE how bad they are without already knowing how horrible they are, well, then that's just a whole different story. It's just a whole different story. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want your comments and I want your opinions. And are you a fan of John Cena now? A little bit more. Do you respect John Cena a little bit more for talking about all the crap that the WWE has been spewing out over the last several weeks? You know, there's just no rhyme or reason for it. There's no consistency. You know, it's just bad. It's bad on all levels. And Cena and Orton see this very clearly. It's about damn time somebody stood up and let the WWE know about it. The direction sucks. It's piss poor. And it's just getting worse by the week. Something needs to happen. Subscribe.